Not even 24 hours in, I've done so much. So yeah, I'm heading down to the waterfalls, so see how this is. Excited. I'm definitely getting misted. Oh wow, look at this. So pretty. I wonder where these people came from, or where they went in. These rocks are wet and slippery. No idea. They said they did the water slide, but certain they didn't come down the falls. I don't know. I didn't have much success going down the other way. I'm at the campsite here. Yeah, someone left some toilet paper. It wasn't that nice, and it's very fresh. I'll be packing that out or taking it to the privy. I thought maybe I'd try going down here. The rocks over there, they're all wet and they're covered in moss and they're so slippery. There's no way I'm doing that. No way. I didn't come all this way to fall at my campsite trying to go for a swim. I don't need to swim that bad. I think this might work. I think I could go like right in there. So beautiful. love this campsite. Except that it's on a portage and someone could come strolling through at any minute. And with the waterfalls, I hear people, so I constantly think that's happening, but holy smokes, this is stunning. Just one of the most beautiful campsites I have ever camped on in my life. Now, my sports bra was not smelling too fresh, and I don't bring camp soap or anything like that. I mean, I have like antibiotic stuff and sanitizer, but I don't use camp soap for anything. So I just found this little branch on the ground, just fallen, and I'm washing my sports bra with it, and I didn't think it would work. I just went to smell it, and it smells amazing. It smells like pine. So now I just gotta hope it's gonna dry before it gets really cold. Hello, little frog. So tiny. I'm sitting here putting sunscreen on because I keep saying I gotta do it for like 2.5 hours now. Now it's like 4:30 or something. It's kind of late, but I was sitting here putting on my sunscreen thinking, oh, what a beautiful day it's been. It's so awesome. It's not raining. And then I looked up and saw these disgusting clouds coming this way. Look at how dark they are. Sun's still shining, but I gotta get my stuff under there and quick. I get stuff laying around everywhere. That doesn't look good at all. I'm ready in case you want to rain. So it is almost 5, and the thunder and lightning was forecast for 5. So, but it also said it was going to rain all day, which it hasn't. So I don't know. It is 4:45. I have been at this campsite since like 1:30. Let's say 2 o'clock after setup. And I have not been to check out the privy, which is really strange for me. Oh, this should be fun when I'm half asleep. Nice. I don't know where I'm going. I'm assuming straight down the up the rocks. I don't know how you put a privy. It's all rock here. Trying to find, oh, there it is. Oh, it's a brand new one. Wow, fancy pants. And it looks like there's an easier trail, of course. I was just on my way back from checking out the privy, and there's a whole bunch of Indian pipe here. Some back there too. That's pretty cool. It is almost 5 o'clock, believe it or not. I have no idea what I've been doing all afternoon. I did sit in the water for a while. That was so nice. It was so refreshing. It was really cold. It's much colder than when I went swimming my last trip a month ago, which is weird because the water should be warmer, but I guess the waterfalls maybe makes it cold. I don't know. I am going to hunker down in my bug shelter. The bugs, as you can see, are not really bad. I've got a tank top on. I wore my bug shirt for a while. Walked around in my bathing suit for a couple hours. I'm wearing shorts. Hey Jeff, I got some new orange scratches on the canoe. I don't know where I got orange scratches from, but I guess you have to add them to the list. Nothing too deep or serious. Just normal CamperChristina stuff, you know. It's 5 o'clock. It just started raining pretty good. I haven't made dinner yet because I decided to move all the firewood. There was firewood sitting beside the fire pit, and then I gathered a bunch since I've been here. So I just put it right here under the tree. So if the rain does stop and I'm able to have a fire, I would like to have one because it's supposed to get really cold tonight. I just had a bunch of camp kids come through. The one kid had a pack like 3 times the width of me on his back. It was a canoe pack. Oh my God, it was huge. I hope they weren't planning on staying here. I felt kind of bad, but they didn't seem like they were. They were really friendly. The girl said, have a nice trip, and I told her to be careful. The rocks get really slippery. So maybe they're going to stay at the next campsite. I don't know. Maybe I'll see them again on my travels. I have a feeling that they book it through this pretty quick, and I'm going to be taking my time. So hopefully all my sites are open when I get there. And yeah, that was interesting. I was doing the firewood and I was talking to myself. If you guys ever come up to a campsite that I'm at, I'm probably talking to myself. I do it a lot. It's to keep the animals away, and plus I'm a little crazy. And like right now I'm filming. I was doing this talking about them when they came back for their second load. Whoops. Anyways. So they said they're out for 5 days, and I said, where are you headed next? Because I want to make sure Bridal Veil Falls is open when I get there. And they said, as far as we can get before the rain stops us or it gets dark. Camp Topanga, sit on the canoe. So pretty cool. I think that was the last of them. They were very polite, and they're carrying some serious gear, these kids. Like, those canoes are heavy, and the packs, I saw another pack go by, and the thing is like 3 widths the size of me. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I started digging in my barrel, and then it was like every time I looked over there was somebody else coming. I think she said they're all through now, so I hope they have a great trip. They said they're going to the cabin. Oh, it's raining pretty good now. I really hope it doesn't thunder and lightning on those kids out on the water. Well, I finally decided on dinner. I'm gonna have OTG meals, beef stroganoff. I moved the camera closer because I was talking, and all of a sudden I'm like, I wonder if you can even hear me. The falls are so loud, so I just moved the camera a little closer. I have had this before, but it was like a really hard day, and it was cold, my teeth were chattering. I was starting to get hypothermia, and I don't really remember how it was. I'm sure it was good because all of Randy's meals are good, but can't remember specifically, so it'll be like a surprise. I did take some of it out. I noticed that Randy has been making his meals a bit bigger, and I talked to him about it after my last trip, and he said, yeah, people have been asking for more. They used to be the perfect size for me. Now there's just too much. And I don't have a huge appetite when I'm out here, even though I know I need to eat. So I just took a couple of spoonfuls out. The directions say to use 1.5 cups of boiling water, so I'll probably just use 1 cup because I think I've taken about 1/3 of it out, and then fill it up and wait 12 to 15 minutes, and then I get to eat, and I cannot wait. I'm hungry. So this is what it looks like, not cooked. It's got peas in it. I took a bunch of the peas out, I'm not gonna lie, I don't love peas. Some ground beef, and little elbow noodles. It looks really yummy. Oh, my water's boiling. I was just thinking about those kids. I think it's really cool that they're out here and they're doing this, and you know, they'll feel great after. It's a huge accomplishment. It's good for your confidence, but I didn't feel good about them just, I mean, maybe they've been here before, I don't know, but they were just kind of stomping through, and I think only one kid was like, wow, that's cool, and looked at the waterfalls, and everybody else just walked right past. They didn't even look at them. I was really surprised. I mean, they're absolutely stunning. How can you not stop and take a picture or something? But maybe they don't have their phones, I don't know. I just thought that was kind of sad. I would like them to appreciate the beautiful scenery. I mean, this is incredible. Not many people get to see stuff like this. I still hear them yelling. I'm happy now. There must be a trail from the end of the portage. I'm gonna have to go check it out after dinner. It's still raining, so we'll see what happens. If it stops raining, I'll go. If not, I don't want to get wet because it's supposed to get really cold tonight. But I was sitting here going through my pictures and videos and stuff, and oh my god, these falls are beautiful, even on the videos and the pictures. And then all of a sudden I heard voices, and all the kids were coming up the trail here. Same place where I saw the girl and the guy earlier today. So I said, where are you coming from? And they said, oh, we went down to the waterfalls to take pictures and videos. So I'm happy now that they did that. They were so polite. Again, they all wished me a good trip, and I'm assuming now they're gonna jump in the canoes and take off. So pretty cool. All right, my timer just went off. I'm excited. This looks so good. Now, mind you, I took out about a third of it, so it would be fuller. And I also took out a bunch of the peas. Smells really good. I'm gonna sit here and eat and enjoy my beautiful view. All right, bon appetit. Hope it's good, I'm sure it is. Oh, that's gonna make me feel so good. I'm really hungry, and this is the perfect warm comfort food. I just put on my long sleeve. The temperature is just, when the rain started, the temperature just started going down. I might have got a little bit of sun today, but I don't think I have too much. But I had to put on my long sleeve, and I'm gonna have to put on pants when I'm done. I'm kind of disappointed in myself. I didn't bring my fleece tights, but I have a feeling it's gonna be an early night tonight. I'm ready for bed. I'm so tired. I'm gonna go eat this. Bye. All right, it's 20 after 6, and the kids have been gone for about 20 minutes or so, so I think the coast is clear. I ate my yummy dinner, and then I had a half of a Snickers bar for dessert. Yeah, I'm just gonna check out the portage. Oh, there's a nice view of the falls from here. Sweet. All right, so I just walked down the trail, this little section. You can see my bug shelter there. And look at this. Is this the portage? This can't be the portage. I see a trail going off to the left, and I'm like, I really hope that's it. And this is just, even this, like, is steep, and it's been raining, so now it's slippery. Really pretty view of the falls here. I have a really nice view from my campsite. Definitely not the one, but yeah, see, there's a trail there. Yeah, that's crazy. But I did see a canoe over there. I thought maybe the trail goes that way. Oh, it's a good thing I'm looking now. Part of me didn't want to look. I was like, you know what? I'm going to be laying there all night dreading it. Like, just like, oh my God, I got to do this tomorrow. Ooh, I don't think anybody went this way. So it looks like it ends here. I clearly saw a trail. No, not so much. Oh, geez. I guess I have to go up that thing. Okay, can't be that bad. All those kids did it with those big heavy packs and these big canoes. If they can do it, I can do it, right? Well, I hope it doesn't rain tomorrow or all night. These rocks are slippery enough to me without getting wet. Like, I am scared to walk down this. This is like, it's not as steep as Bridal Veil, but Bridal Veil had, you know, like a side you could walk on. This is nothing. It's just I saw them slip on all this kind of stuff. I guess I could come around here, but I still have to go down that. What's better coming from this side? So I can walk on here, the edge. But it's not the down. Well, I actually get more creeped out about the down than the up most of the time. Just depends on how fit my calves are. Like, how did you just... Oh, it's so slippery. Oh my goodness. Definitely not going down the rock. Alright, well, this is where they came from. We went down here to take pictures, and they walked up to my site. I mean, it's pretty bad, but it's okay. It's like a mini cabin falls. It's like a half a staircase of the 7 flights of cabin falls. I don't know how much there are, maybe 5 or 6. There's a lot. Oh, that's like the best picture yet. Okay, once you get down this steep rock, climb a few little boulderies here, and then you've got to climb up that. I think that's it though, I hope. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna do it with my phone so that I don't have to do it tomorrow with my pack or my canoe. Although I'd still like to film it. I don't know how I would do it. I guess I would take the pack up maybe and then set the camera up there going pointing downwards and then bring the canoe up. Then you can hear it bump all the way. This isn't too bad here. And I get the staircase part now. Oh, this is not. My legs are not this wide to go from here all the way up over there. That's not. I don't like that one. It's okay if you can use your hands. I can use my hands today, but like right now, I did put my water bottle down so I can climb up. Oh, I'm gonna hate going down this after. I hate going down the rock forest. There you go. There's the view. It's still. I mean, it's only a couple of levels, but it's nuts. There's steps here everywhere. This is good, right? Steps are great. And you can just kind of go bit by bit. But I brought my water bottle to fill it up. Kind of like regretting having it with me now. These rocks aren't too slippery, these red ones. Look at this. Like, I'm literally rock climbing on my hands and knees. Oh my gosh, still, there's a trail marker. I like that. Oh, I hate coming down this stuff. It's so, you can see the moss on it, see it? See it here. And it's really slippery. It goes right from under your feet. Do this, I guess, walk up here. What goes up must come down. Oh, this is where I saw them from my campsite. There's my tent. I think I would go here. Because it's the flattest. Oh wow, it's thundering. It's going to be a long video clip, guys. But this will be great because I won't have to do it with my hands tomorrow. Oh wow, there you go. Gorgeous. And this part is pretty good. So then tomorrow I'll do it twice. And then I'll have lots of practice. Beautiful. And guess what? I made it to the water. That's the water slide. It would get swept up right down into the falls. This is interesting. How do you put in here? I'm like, wait. There must be a trail, Christina. Yeah, there it is. Ah, beautiful. So there you have it. That is a pretty crazy portage. I have to add that to my list. Bridal Veil and Helen Falls are pretty close to that. Yeah. Yep. Alright, good times. I'm gonna have a bad sleep now worrying about that. It's not that bad. I've done worse. So, it's all good. Well, it's 7 o'clock and once again, we've got an angry looking sky. This might be the darkest one yet. And it is coming this way. I'm still going to hang out in the bug shelter for a bit. I think I'm going to make myself a hot chocolate and sit here and read Adam's book for a little while. And maybe an hour or so, and then I'll probably go in the tent. I'm really tired. My body's tired. I want to lay down. I haven't even blown up my thermarest yet, so I should actually probably do that before it rains. There's always something to do. It's raining pretty hard now. Between the falls and the rain, it's like almost deafening. Just made myself a nice hot chocolate, and I'm gonna sit here and watch the rain and enjoy my nice hot drink, and I think I'll do a little bit of reading. My hot chocolate is so good. It's just hitting the spot. It's so warm and comforting. Not that it's cold out. And it's funny, I've got a tank top, a long sleeve, and my raincoat on, but I'm wearing shorts. Yeah, I'm holding my drink with my legs. My hot chocolate is delicious. I'm sitting here thinking about that, the rest of the portage, and I forgot to say, or I don't know if I said, but I didn't start filming. I walked down and then I saw the falls and I went, oh, squirrel. So I videoed that, and then I turned around and went, oh shit, this is where I have to go. And then I looked over and I'm like, oh no, that can't be it. That can't be it at all. That can't be it. So then I see this little trail and I go off, and it wasn't that trail, it was it. So that was my initial impression of that, the golden staircase, I guess is what that's called. So, oh, good times. It'll be a fun day tomorrow. I don't have much to do. I'm not super worried about it. I can take my time. I'm not going crazy far. I got this portage, well, part of this portage, the hardest part apparently. And then I've got Helen Falls. I've seen pictures of Helen Falls, and I know it's like more like a fat man's. It's like steep and skinny and high. And so I'm assuming I'm going to be doing some climbing there. I think I might stay on Katherine Lake tomorrow. We'll see how it goes, but I can't. It's so loud. It's almost harsh to my ears. It's lovely, but it's a lot. And I'm hearing voices, and I heard voices earlier and people came, so now I'm like, are they voices in the waterfalls? Are they real? Ooh. Oh, it's a bit of a shame that the clouds are back again. I have a feeling that the sun sets pretty close to over the falls. It's kind of over there right now, and it's about 8, so it's not going down for a little bit still, but I think it might be enough to move over into that spot. If I went like to that side of the campsite, you might see it. Oh, looky what's happening here. I guess I should have saved my walk on the portage until now. I'm like, oh, I could just go on the other side and I could get a nice picture of the sunset. But I'm not doing that again until I have to. There you go, sunset over Center Falls. Gorgeous! Oh my gosh, those clouds look amazing. There, that's what it looks like. It's too bright. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm so lucky. What a show I'm getting. Look at this. It's amazing. Yellow and pink and purple. Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. Ah. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think I just heard thunder in the clouds. It's really hard to hear over the waterfalls, but I'm pretty sure it's thundering over there. Oh, it's so beautiful. Just waiting to run to take cover, but there's nothing over me really. There. Oh, look at it. It's beautiful. It looks yellowy on the camera, and it's more pinky purple in person. Some blues. That's the blue. The cloud is blue. Now you can see that one. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cool. I just looked around to make sure I had like lots of tall trees around me in case lightning started. Oh wow, it's like just rumbling. Well, I'm gonna head to my tent soon. It's almost 9, and I want to get into my sleeping bag and read for a little bit before I go to sleep. I'm gonna start getting ready for bed, and good night. Beautiful, magnificent Center Falls. Alright, I've done all the things. I just got my chair in the bug shelter, and I left the bug shelter up. I know you're probably like amazed that I didn't take it down, so that I could just get up and leave really fast in the morning, but the plan is to try to not leave really fast in the morning, so If the bug shelter is still wet when I get up, then I know that the rocks are probably still wet too. So I can kind of force myself to take my time. Anyways, it is just after 9 and I'm going to get in the tent. Hey, well, I know from past experience camping by waterfalls, you have to talk loudly. I would rather kind of be back here and not so in your face, but I'm not going to hook up my microphone just for like a 1-minute end of the night recap. It's about 9:15. It's just starting to get dark. I am super tired. I'm very happy to be sitting on my thermarest. My back is really sore. My body's kind of sore. Just took a Tylenol. I'm going to read my book for a little bit and then I'm probably going to go to sleep, and hopefully I can sleep good tonight. Try not to think too much about the portage tomorrow. It's not bad with the bag, but the canoe is going to be a shit show. I'm probably going to bang the crap out of it, but what are you going to do? And then I still have a couple of unknown portages, quite a few, before I get to the ones back in the southern channel of the Lady Evelyn, and the ones that I've done before. And I'm worried about those because I know them and I've been on them and I kind of don't want to do them again, but it was part of the deal. It was totally worth seeing this waterfall in Frank Falls today to just redo those ones. Like, it's just so beautiful. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed soon and I'm gonna say goodnight, so I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Good morning. It is 6:30 a.m. on Friday, July 30th. I'm here at Center Falls. Yes, I slept in a little bit today like I said I was going to, and now I feel like I'm late, but I'm not. I woke up at 5, went to the privy, and then I went back to sleep till like 6:15. So just starting to get ready. It didn't rain last night at all after I went to bed, and surprisingly I had a pretty decent sleep even though I look like I didn't. The waterfalls weren't too bad. I must have been just exhausted, so that's good. Bug shelter's nice and dry. Gonna make myself some oatmeal, pack up my stuff, and get to tackling the golden staircase. So what I did for this trip was I just brought 6 packages of oatmeal. I put 3 in each Ziploc bag, and then I put assorted fruits in them. This one has apples and pineapples, and the other one has strawberries and peaches. So today I'm having apples and cinnamon oatmeal with some apple, and my water is boiling and ready. So I'm gonna stir that up, and then while I'm eating, I'm gonna pack up my tent and pack up the bug shelter and get on my way. Hopefully this is not rain coming, because everything is nice and dry right now, and I want to pack it up really quickly before it gets wet. Well, it's 7:15. I found the sun. Just finishing packing up here. This is what the chaos looks like. I'm trying to hurry just in case it does rain, because I have everything out right now, but just have the tent to do. I have to roll it up, and the tent goes in second, so can't put anything else in until the tent goes in. So just doing that, and I should be ready to go very soon. All right, it is 7:30. Canoe's ready to go. Bags over there all packed up, and I'm ready to conquer this golden staircase. The temperature has dropped a little bit as I've been packing, and I want to say I smell rain in the air, but I'm right beside a waterfall that's misting at me. But I do think it might rain, so just a bunch of dark clouds up there. Anyways, I'm gonna get going, and hopefully it doesn't rain on me. I'm gonna take the canoe just through to the bottom of the staircase, and then I'm gonna come back and get the backpack and go all the way up, and then I'm gonna set the camera up at the top of the staircase and film myself coming up with the canoe. And again, hopefully it doesn't rain on me. Wish me luck. Hope I don't die. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please click the subscribe button. Also click the bell for notifications. If you'd like to get more information on the stuff I use on my trips, please check out my website at CamperChristina.com. Thanks. Bye.